in 1983 to kill Prince Charles, who was touring the country. So Christopher Lewis is in his psychiatric hospital, and obviously somebody has told him that Prince Charles is touring New Zealand. And what he's done is, okay, I'll try to kill Prince Charles. So he tried to escape in 1983 to kill Prince Charles, who was touring the country. Yeah. The next ones. Okay, students, look at the next PPT and try to guess the policy that is being protested against. People are having a protest against this policy, and it's important that you are aware of this, because if you don't learn from history, you repeat it. Okay, so look at the next PPT and try to guess the policy that is being protested against. Have a look at this, and I can tell you now that this country is South Africa. Have a look at that, please. Okay, so obviously this is Afrikaans language. It's not totally English, and it's saying Europeans sit on this side, and then basically black people, Afro-Caribbean people, sit on this side. They are not to sit next to each other. What is that called? Yep, so you've got a bench, and this person should not sit on this side. People should be separated by their race and colour. Okay, so here you go. What is that policy called? Okay, so the Queen was responsible for the abolishment of apartheid, and that's what this policy is called, apartheid. And this is when people are separated by their race and colour. So the Queen, fortunately, she was the Queen of South Africa, and because South Africa, as you know, is a former British colony, the Queen was responsible for the abolishment of apartheid, which is when people are separated by their race and colour. And here you go, I'm just showing you some other examples. So if you look, even on buses, okay, so even on the bus, the white people sit here, or the Caucasian people, and the black people sit at the back. They should not mix. They're not allowed to sit next to each other. Absolutely pathetic. But this was only about 30 years ago. This was not long ago. Okay? So you've got the white South Africans and then the black South Africans, or the Afro-Caribbean people. And they are not to sit on the same benches. Wow, how stupid. But this is true. This is true. Because the white people used to think they was better than the African people, which is absolutely stupid. All people are, of course, equal. Okay? And that's the transport. And here you go. This is at a school. So the schools, as you can see, this is obviously the cafeteria of a school. And even the schools, the benches, white people, European people, black people, the buses, black people sit here, white people sit here. The schools, black people school only, white people school only. They did not have mixed schools. How stupid was this? And you probably know Nelson Mandela was also, yeah. So you've got all these beautiful South African people, and they're all at the black only school. And here you go, just to show you the hospitals. And as you can, this isn't a great picture, sorry, I didn't realise. Okay, and they're in a hospital, and it's only black people are allowed to go to this hospital. So everything, such as restaurants, black people restaurant, white people restaurant, schools, black people schools, white people schools, hospitals, black people's hospitals, white people's hospitals. And this was a policy in South Africa called apartheid that fortunately they got rid of. What a stupid policy. Have a look at that, please. Okay students, there we go. We've kind of finished about the Queen now. So, there we go. So, okay students, who is the woman in the next photo and what do you know about her? Okay, so I'm going to give you a photo, of course, and I want you to guess who is this woman. Okay, here we go. Have a look at this person. Who is she? Okay, so do you know this woman? Her nickname was the Queen of Hearts or the Princess of Hearts. She was the Princess of Wales. She was the Princess of Wales. And I say was because unfortunately this woman is now dead. As you can see, obviously a member of the royal family. She's got a lot of, well, she's got the princess's crown on there. Who is she? Who is this woman? Do you know? Who is she? What do you know about this woman? Okay, so here we go. It's Princess Diana. I'm now going to discuss Princess Diana. Have a look at this. This is Princess Diana. What do you know about her? Okay, so in 1996, the Queen's son, Prince Charles, and his wife, Princess Diana, divorced. So Princess Diana was married to Prince Charles. She used to be married to Prince Charles. So Prince Charles is the Prince of Wales. So therefore, Princess Diana was the Princess of Wales. Okay? So in 1996, the Queen's son, Prince Charles, and his wife, Princess Diana, divorced because they were both having affairs with other people. And then in 1997, a year after her divorce, Diana was killed in a car crash in Paris, France. Terrible. Okay? So in 1996, the Queen's son, Prince Charles, and his wife, Princess Diana, divorced. Then in 1997, a year after her divorce, Diana was unfortunately killed in a car crash in Paris, France. Terrible, and unfortunately I'm going to show you the picture. Okay, so of course, well, sadly that's the picture of the car that Princess Diana was driving, and the driver, Henry Paul, the driver is called Henry Paul, he survived. But the two people in the back, Princess Diana and her boyfriend, Dodi Al-Fayed, they both died. Okay, so believe it or not, the two people in the back died, but the person in the front of that car actually lived, which very surprising. Okay, so this is Lady Diana's tragic accident in Paris. That's the car. Okay, so the Queen told how much she had loved and respected Diana. So the Queen, she was very saddened and she told how much she had loved and respected Diana. And many people in the UK actually loved Diana. Okay, so in 2010, the UN General Secretary, Ban Ki-moon, called Elizabeth an anchor of our age. And of course, you know who Ban Ki-moon is, because Ban Ki-moon was South Korean. Well, still is, sorry. In 2010, the UN General Secretary, Ban Ki-moon, called Elizabeth an anchor of our age. And an anchor means when you want to get on solid ground, which means she was a solid, stable person, which means she's very important. An anchor of our age. Thank you, Ban Ki-moon. Okay, and here we go. She opened the London Olympics in 2012, and she does not intend to abdicate. Abdicate means quit her job as the Queen. So basically, she will only stop being the Queen of England, unfortunately, when she dies. Okay? So she opened the London Olympics in 2012, and she does not intend to abdicate, quit. But her son, Prince Charles, now does most of her duties. Because obviously the Queen is a very old woman now. I believe she's in her 90s, maybe. Okay, she's very, very old. I think she's in her 90s. She opened the London Olympics in 2012. She does not intend to abdicate, quit. But her son, Prince Charles, now does most of her duties. Yeah, and here we go. Here's some other facts. Okay, so I